Hello dear students, in this session we will discuss how to calculate electric field due to infinite plane sheet of charge. In the previous videos I have explained you what is Gauss law and why Gauss law is used. Already using Gauss law we have calculated electric field due to infinite wire consisting of some charge. So, in this video we will derive expression for electric field due to infinite plane sheet of charge. Let me consider an infinite plane sheet of charge. I write few dotted lines here, so that we understand that it is infinite sheet. Say in this infinite plane sheet of charge, positive charges are uniformly distributed. Say positive charges are uniformly distributed all over the sheet. Now, I want to calculate electric field due to this. So, what to do? In the previous session I have already explained you, electric field is always defined at a point. So, we need to locate where the point is. Okay. Say I consider a point P somewhere here, okay, situated at a distance r from the plane sheet of charge. Okay. Then I want to use Gauss law, because to calculate electric field, so what we need to use? We need to use Gauss law. But Gauss law is defined for a closed surface. So, what I need to do? I need to consider a Gaussian surface. Okay. So, here let me consider a cylindrical Gaussian surface. Say this is the Gaussian surface, cylindrical Gaussian surface. These dotted lines indicate the other side. Okay. This is a cylindrical Gaussian surface, and we know that electric field lines are away from the positive charge. So, here the direction of electric field is away, outward, radially outward, and I have already explained you what is area vector. So, if this is a cylindrical surface, at this point area vector is upwards, it is outward normal. Here area vector is outward normal in this direction. So, here area vector is also outward, electric field is also outward. In this phase also electric field is outward, because electric field due to positive charges is away from the positive charges. Area vector is also outward. So, the magnitude of area of the end faces of the cylinder, let it be A, that is why I have taken vector A. Now, let me call this region as region 1, this region as region 2, and this region as region 3. Now, I have to calculate total flux. What is the total flux through this Gaussian surface? Now, this is the cylindrical Gaussian surface. Total flux, flux is represented by phi. Total flux is equal to flux through region 1 plus flux through region 2 plus flux through region 3. Now, what is the definition of electric flux? So, electric flux is defined like this: electric flux phi is equal to E dot A, that is E into A into cos theta, where theta is the angle between electric field and area vector. We know that cos 0 is 1 and cos 90 is 0. Here if I see angle between electric field and area vector is 0 degree. So, cos 0 is 1. So, there is flux here E into A. So, here also angle between electric field and area vector is 0, cos 0 is 1. If I consider the third surface, this is the third surface. So, here if I consider some point, here the area vector is perpendicular to the surface, correct? Now, outward normal, this is the direction of area vector, And what is the direction of electric field here? This is the direction of electric field. So, away from the positive charge. Angle between electric field and area vector is 90 degree, cos 90 is 0. So, therefore, flux through the curved surface of the cylinder is 0. So, flux through region 1, this region, flux through region 1. So, E into A into cos 0, cos 0 is 1, okay, cos 0 plus flux through region 2, again angle between electric field and area vector is 0 degree, E into A into cos 0 degree plus flux through region 3, that is, this is region 3 curved surface, E into A into cos 90, cos 90 is 0. So, the flux through region 3 is 0, okay, and we know that cos 0 is 1, cos 0 is 1. So, what happened? EA plus EA gives you 2EA, total electric flux through the Gaussian cylindrical Gaussian surface that we have considered is 2EA. Let me name this as equation number 1. Now, I need to apply equation of Gauss law. What does Gauss law say? The total electric flux through a closed surface is equal to 1 by epsilon naught times the charge, net charge enclosed by the surface. Now, see, if you look at the cylindrical Gaussian surface here, see this portion encloses some charge in the positively charged sheet. So, what is the charge enclosed by this cylinder? To calculate that, we need to know the surface charge density of this sheet. Say the surface charge density of this plane sheet, let it be sigma. So, we know the definition of surface charge density. What is surface charge density? Charge per unit area. Surface charge density equal to charge per unit area. Its unit is coulomb per meter square. Coulomb per meter square. So, what is the charge enclosed? Charge enclosed is equal to surface charge density into area. Okay. So, what happens? In the place of Q, Q can be replaced as sigma into A. Sigma into A divided by epsilon naught. Let me name this as equation number 2. Now, this equation that we have written in accordance to Gauss law. Now, both of these equations give electric flux. So, I can equate those two equations. So, what happens? 2 into E into A is equal to sigma into A divided by epsilon naught. What happens? A and A gets cancelled. So, electric field E is equal to sigma divided by 2 epsilon naught. See, what is sigma? Sigma is surface charge density. I have told you that charges are uniformly distributed through the plate. So, therefore, surface charge density is constant. 2 is however a number. Epsilon naught is permittivity of free space, that is also constant. So, what does it mean? Electric field due to infinite plane sheet of charge is constant wherever you consider the point. It is independent of the distance from the plane sheet. Say for example, in the previous derivation, electric field due to infinite straight wire carrying some charge, the expression was lambda divided by 2 pi epsilon naught into r. What was lambda? Lambda is linear charge density, 2 and pi are numbers, epsilon naught is again constant. So, electric field was inversely proportional to distance in the case of linear charge, but in the case of plane sheet of charge, you observe here the distance term is not there, r is not there. What does it mean? Electric field, here electric field in the case of straight wire, it is proportional to r to the power minus 1. Okay. Here electric field is proportional to r to the power 0. What does it mean? Electric field due to plane sheet of charge is independent of distance, means say here there is a plane sheet of charge, some plane sheet of charge is there here. Say you consider the point here. So, what is electric field? Sigma by 2 epsilon naught. If you consider a point at a distance of 1 kilometer, then also electric field is sigma by 2 epsilon naught. It is independent of the distance.